In this video, I'll be giving you 3 reasons why you should take off Otamendi from your Fantasy Premier League team. So, let's start. Okay, firstly, there's no hate or something towards Otamendi. This is my honest opinion about Otamendi in your Premier League team, and I do think it's time to take off Otamendi from a team. Okay, my first reason for taking off Otamendi would be because of his price. Because 6.4 for a centre back, I think it's a little too much. With that amount, I think you can get a lot better players in other positions or even in the same position. Because you can get Ben Mee, or I don't know, with a little bit of more money, you can get Valencia or Moses or the wingers, the fullbacks who get you more points, or even the Shaqiri, Arnautovic in the midfield positions. Although Otamendi is an aerial threat, but it's quite occasionally he gets the heading chances and the goals, and so I do think you should get other reliable centre backs or other defenders like Ben Mee or Phil Jones to replace Otamendi, which can help you a lot by saving you some money to invest in players of other positions. Okay, the second point would be because of the Manchester City's defensive form recently. Because in the last 6 Premier League games, they have only kept 1 clean sheet, in which they have conceded against struggling teams like Newcastle and Watford, and got point -1 in one of the match against Liverpool, where they lost their streak. For the 6.4 price, I think managers would expect more from the centre back than what they are getting right now. So all I'm trying to say is, for the amount that you've been using for Otamendi, you can get a cheaper and reliable defender and use that amount somewhere else or in some other positions on the players who are in form, which can help you a lot in your Premier League team. Okay, and the third point is because of the upcoming Champions League fixtures and the rotation. As you know, Otamendi plays all the games for Manchester City, either it's Champions League or the Premier League. But you can see that Valencia only plays in the Premier League, because I had Valencia in my Champions League fantasy team, and he did not play a single game, and I did lose a lot of points in Valencia. So, but Otamendi plays all the games, even in the Champions League, the FA Cups, the Premier League. And so there will be a point where Otamendi will be needing some rest, and now as Aymeric Laporte is in the team, and Company is back from his injuries as well as Stones, so I think there will be a fair chance that Otamendi might miss some of the Premier League game, or might be subbed off or benched. And as I told you, the Champions League fixtures now have started, and Pep Guardiola is not afraid to rotate his squad and all, so I guess that will be into it. So these are some reasons I think it's time to take Otamendi off your team and bring some new legs to your fantasy team who are much cheaper and reliable. But if you want to go for the defenders, for cheap defenders, I think you should go for Ben Mee, because Burnley are pretty good defensively, and they do have pretty easy fixtures coming up. And if you want a little expensive and you are trying to invest a little more money, I think you should go for Antonio Valencia rather than Aspi or Alonso, because Aspi and Alonso have pretty difficult game coming up in the Champions League as well as in the Premier League. So I think Antonio Valencia would be a pretty good choice, looking at the defensive prowess and the goalkeeper.